What's up, Rubits? Little big robots here. Before we start, if you would like to, I'm trying to get to, 8, 9, 10,000 subs by the end of 24. So please click the little button down there to subscribe now. Also, if you want to do the like, that's cool. I don't care about that. Leave a comment, though, too. I love talking to people in the comments about stuff. I've got stuff all over this table. And I do 2 toy videos per week on Wednesdays and Saturdays, usually a little robot type of thing, but in this case, a little action figure type thing. I think you'll like this. If you remember correctly, I reviewed some Archecore a couple weeks ago. I'm not quite sure. I will post that link in the description along with any other links that I mention here. And that was for the turtle turtle bunker thing that you can also turn into like this transport thing. I'll go over all of this in a little bit as well, but today I'm going to review these 2 little sets I did. I loved the turtle set. I thought it was fantastic. The bunker set was really fun, and I said, I found myself playing more, meaning tweaking and building with and messing with on while I work and all that stuff, the bunker version of the turtle. So it came with like a bunker. I'll explain it again. It'll be in the video. You might want to watch that. And the turtle kind of can walk, and it's a bunker. It's really neat. But I found myself not messing as much with the turtle part of it, which surprised me because I love turtles. I like turtles. But because the bunker thing was so fun, it was like a little building. I love, one of my favorite things in the world is a toy with an interior. I love interiors. It's hard to explain, but like a tank or something that has an interior. Something about that is just really cool, the details of it. But today I'm going to be talking about these 2 other sets. I went ahead and I wanted to buy more, but I thought, you know what, instead of buying another bunker or whatever, let's try some of these discounted sets. And if you get into a line, don't go for the most expensive toy in the line. Go for something that's discounted. Look on Big Bad Toy Store, try out something that's not the highest price ever. I see people do that all the time. They try to get into a line or a certain hobby, and they're like, I'm going to spend $600 on a single toy, and then they're bankrupt. And don't do that. Don't do that. Just get you something on discount, like I did here. And if you like those discounted toys, meaning the ones that probably didn't sell as much, then you're going to like the line. Unless, of course, it's something you'd like, like the look of. This is the bunker set and it kind of an expansion set with some extra dudes in it. So last time I got this guy. This is the, what do they call these guys? Oh, man, why am I forgetting what they call their little dudes? They're I forget the size, I'm 30-something. They're quite small, but I'm going to show you some other toys here in comparison, but this is really a fun scale. They're very detailed. They have tons of detail. They're kind of funny, like linebackers. Really, of course, they look like Space Marines from 40K. They're very posable. They can do a lot of the stuff you think. It has mounting pegs on the bottom, and you'll get pegs to be able to mount them and stick them in different places on Archecore sets as well. So I got this guy last time. Let me make him stand again because he's going to need to stand. There you go. I got that guy last time with the turtle set. I really liked him. And then I was like, I'll try 3 more of these guys. So I bought this little expansion pack that came with these 3 dudes. Right here. Here's one. He has a human head. You can take off the human head. In fact, I have his regular head right here. His helmeted head. So here is the helmeted head. You can see it's a really cool helmet. They have nice designs. Fantastic designs. I've got so much stuff to go over, by the way. This is going to be a long video, so get you a drink and sit down and do your homework or whatever. So you got like a captain or, person without the helmet on. That's really cool. It pops right off. I made him the commander guy, so he can point and say, go over there and do that. I got another guy like this, kind of like a grunt soldier, normal grunt kind of soldier. Okay, very cool. And I got this guy here, same kind of soldier, but you notice his helmet is a little bit, fell off of there. His helmet is a little bit... it's like a half helmet. It looks like a cop, doesn't it? Looks like an MP or something like that. I put that gun on him. The gun is ridiculously big, but again, if you're into that kind of thing, cool. It comes with plenty of guns. These little guys are really fun. What's really interesting about this too is it came with 3 of these. These are literal stands for these guys. So you can put one of these. Let's put this guy on a stand. You just mount them in the pegs here real quick. Let's see if I can do it without smushing them or anything. So you put them in the pegs. You can pose them, blah. Now, I don't know about you, but this reminds me of Warhammer 40K, like a Space Marine on a stand. Of course, you don't have to paint them. You can paint these guys if you want. And I was like, well, that's really cool. Why did they build to put these stands? If anybody knows, let me know. But they can stand on anything like that, or they can stand on their own as well. They do stand up really nicely, but the stands are really, really great. They're so thick, though. But if you look here, they actually open, or kind of come open, I should say. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. They separate. I don't know if this is intentional. I can't remember how I got this open, or if it's just like, you know, a part of the manufacturing process. But you see how that can open? Now, what's cool about that is you can take something like the little extra hands, for example, some little bits, and you can store those. You got to close it in a certain way. Let's see if I can get it. I don't want to snap it. How did that close? Got it there. You got to come up a little bit, and you can store that stuff inside the actual stand. So I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. It's hinged, so it's got to be that way, and it's got to be, yeah, it's even stamped on the bottom. So it's obviously meant to do this. I don't know why. I mean, somebody tell me, do you use these things in games or something? Because imagine playing a game of Warhammer 40K with these guys, a squad of 10 of these versus 10 of these, and using the bunker to create your battlefield. So the bunker came with these things here. This is essentially what you think it is. It's literally a bunker. One of these sides is open here. You can combine them in different ways. What's really fun about Archecore, I'm finding, is that it gives you a lot of flexibility, but you do have to mess with it quite a bit to kind of understand how things go together. I'm still figuring that out as I'm playing with it more and more. So these basically will snap off. So you can see they're joined right there. They just snap off real easy here. I got to make sure I'm looking at the right thing, though, because I don't want to break anything. This way. Wait, which way? There we go. So they have tons of little extra things in here. So you can pop these open. You can connect them to either side, as you can see. This is the like a walkway, a galley, whatever you'd call it. You know, it can be posed that way. I guess it could be posed that way as well, but it would flip, you know, fall down. So this is going to be the top or whatever. This thing was interesting here. It had this, and somebody tell me what this is for. It's like an additional part. I don't know if it's, I'll have to check. I think it's for when you're building larger structures of it. What's really interesting, it has this additional part in it that comes out. And I guess it's an extra mount for stuff. But anyway, you see what I mean? They give you so many little options, but don't really explain it. But I actually kind of like that. If you want to mount them to each other on the top here, you've even literally got everything you need inside the wall. So you do this, and then you can mount them on the top. Oops, and sometimes the little things pop back in. So what you got to do is like that. And now you've got a double wall, as you can see. You can take this here, pop down the fence, what am I saying? The walkway, why is that not going down? Oh, that thing's up. Let's pop that down, pop this there. I pop a guy here, let's pop these guys here. Oop, he's looking over the wall for sharpshooting practice, or whatever. Pow. You can put this guy here. Put the captain there. He's telling people where to go. So you can build structures this way. Now, these were, I can't remember how much these were. They were on sale on Big Bad Toy Store. So consider that to really build a large structure like it's showing here on the box and in the, I didn't bring the instruction manual, but it shows an incredible structure. That would just be insane. So you get all this stuff. I'll show you here in a minute what all you get. It's really, really fun. So it's just, I want to buy more. Just a bit. I'm thinking what I want to do is, instead of really going after the vehicles, because the vehicles, somebody in the comments, and by the way, tell me your name again. If I always forget your name, you're the one who suggested the Archecore in the first place. The vehicles said the vehicles are really cool, and I appreciate that. But I kind of want to buy 3 or 4 sets of these, and then build a structure on my shelf, like a display. So let's set this to the side, because what I want to do, set the turntable to the side, is show you kind of some of the stuff you get with it. You get these cool, you get all these cool parts that you could actually use these in other ways or things. So you could set them here, like, they're up there or whatever. You can set them wherever. Tons. Now, some of these came with the turtle. That one came with the turtle, I believe. I think this one did as well. But still, you get tons of guns. Where's the one mounted? Yeah, this really cool sentry type gun. This looks kind of like those ones that are on like battleships. Not battleships, what are they called? Strikers? What are those smaller ships called that they will actually track a missile in the air and just destroy it? It's like an automated mount. Isn't that wicked? You get some just cool parts like this. Fantastic looking spotlight. You mount that. Again, you could use those parts though in other other toy lines, I imagine. So let's put some of the guys around here. So that's probably where the stands come in handy, is they stand on that shelf a little bit easier. So like that, like that. Put the dude up here. So yeah, the stands are definitely cool. Now I'm also showing some of the parts from the soldier pack I just showed you. You get stuff like this. I got so much stuff, it's a pile of it. I've really got to take my time. Where'd the part go? Wow, where is the part? I'm missing like you get a box, and then you get a thing that goes in it that separates. Am I missing some stuff? That is so strange. Came with the turtle. Anyway, you get these bottles of wine and beer that you can put in the box, but there's an actual little separator. I can't find it for some reason, but the box comes with a little separator, but actually the separator was kind of small. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place them in here just without it. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Stuff can go in the box. They can carry the box. It's that size grip is meant to go around their hands or whatever. So you get tons of stuff. Look at this cool wrench weapon. It actually works. Came with the weapons thing. This I'm not quite sure. It goes with the wall, and I think that mounts something to it. I'm not 100% sure what it mounts. I'm not sure. But anyway, you get some loudspeakers. I mean, look at the details in the loudspeakers. So let's clear off some of this. I'm going to set the stuff that I'm not using in the back here. Oh, yeah. So those stands are very handy for this wall. I can see now. Where's the other one? Let's put the captain on one, so he can definitely stand there. It's really kind of hard to get him in there. Kind of got to work at it. I've discovered you can't be too afraid of like handling these guys kind of weak or strongly or toughly or whatever you want to call it, because they are pretty tough. So now he'll stand there a little better. Let's scoot that down a little bit. So not that much better. But I've got it kind of reversed. All right, so anyway, you get tons of these like protective things that'll go on top of the wall. So these will be like in a kind of like a razor wire, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody tell me what I'm getting wrong here, because I'm still been messing with these things. Look at this. It's an escape ladder. They can hook that on the thing, and they can get up and down. So I was wondering with a lot of these, where are the doors and stuff? But you actually get these cool ladder, or one of these ladders. I would like more than one, or a longer option. So I guess you could put more together. So they want you to buy more than one pack, and you can hook that up somewhere, and they can get down and up the walls with those. So that ladder is really handy. More cool weapons. Again, just fun stuff. Oh, here's the little separator thing. So you take that. I was wondering where it was. And that goes literally in there. And so it's like an organizer. I don't know, I guess to hold them in there. It's funny because you get some of these bottles are larger than their hands can hold. I guess they can hold the grip. And some of the bottles are just too large for them, period. But again, I guess they can hold the grip. The spout of the bottle. Whatever. So you got to have your wine if you're, I don't know, Viking-inspired something. You get this wicked barrel. I think you get two of these. One or two, I can't remember, but look at the barrel. Isn't that cool? Again, just detail. They love giving you stuff to play with, I've noticed, with Archecore. And that's what is it Archecore or Archecore? Oh, you get these great, aren't these anti-tank fortifications? Well, there you go. Got some of those. Let's scoot her back a little bit, because I'm going to have more and more stuff here. Let's put this guy down here. He's got to be in the battlefield. There we go. It's so silly. It's so silly. You get extra flags. You get a couple orange ones. Last time I got some red ones, so let's just put those there for now. Let's put the turtle. I like turtles. Over here, just so you can see them. See it. You can't really see it. There you go. Okay. So much stuff. Extra shelves. There's the lid for the box if you want to use a lid instead. Oh my god, I got so much stuff. These weapons came with the turtle. Here's some additional guns. Look at the fantastic looking guns. Again, I'm not a gun guy. I know it sounds funny, enjoying these kind of military themed toys so much. But I'm just not a big pew pew guy anymore. Never been really. I just like kind of the everyday life of stuff like this, if that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and scoot this off so it's not the thing, because I got more stuff to show. I'm going to put this in my hand, and I want to go through some of the stuff you get, because you get so much, and I really didn't spend a lot. I don't remember how much this was. Weapons, insane looking weapon. I mean, imagine playing a game of look at that. You could call this a power sword. You could play a game of 40K with these guys. Where'd that power sword go? Oh, that was it. It's like a power sword gun. Wow. Look at this wicked hammer. So it's like a tool that you could be a man of iron. What you call it? Who was the iron? The iron. Who was the chapter? Who was the iron guys? You know, the guy with the iron hands. Oh, let's put the weapons in the turtle. There you go. I'm going to put them in here so you can carry them for everybody. I mean, look, you get, I guess that's a holster. Oh, I never noticed that before. Did that come from something else? That might have come from something else because I'm showing some other toys here. You get some grenades, more holsters, tons of extra hands. You get lots and lots of extra hands there. So you can do cool poses like that pointing pose he's doing right here. Let's see what else. These things here, you'll get a lot of these. Now these you could probably get from other toys as well. I don't know if they're exact same millimeter holes or whatever, but you know that'll help you mount stuff. It's good for all that. Oh geez, I cannot lose one of these parts because my little kitten will eat it, and I do not want to take her to the vet impacted with a plastic grenade. Let's see here. You can just see just tons and tons of stuff. I'm not going to go through all of it, but it's suffice to say, I put all that in there because there's 18 tons of it. Suffice to say, you get a lot of fun things with this little set. These little sets, I should say. I was a little bit worried because I was going to be like, oh, there's a hand on the floor. Because I was going to be like, oh no, oh, I literally dropped it again. I was going to be like, oh man, you know, I spent this money. I hope it's, you know, you got enough to play with, to mess with, like the turtle. And I'm like, got plenty. Speaking of that, so you got the bunker part of the turtle. The turtle comes like this, and you can turn it into like a bunker thing. This folds up. There's just so much going on with these sets. If you notice, it has the little. I covered all of this in the bunker review. So what I'm going to do, let's actually turn this, put this like this, like that, push it off to the side a little bit. After this weekend, that red stripe's going to be gone on my table because we're going to be done with the competition. Put the bunker here. You know, of course, you'll have to find ways to mix and match this stuff. I've got the roof from the bunker that I'd have to figure out how it's going to go in here. I have anybody out there knows a good way to get all this kind of to combine together. Cool. I'll have to mess with that, but you can kind of see what I'm going for there. Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting. I have lots and lots of other toys, of course, different scales. I have stuff that is differently, that might or might not work. So I thought I'd go through some of it. Let's put this here. I'm going to scooch all this, scooch. That scooch is a word that you used back in my day to say scoot over. I was worried I wasn't going to get enough to do something with, and I should have known better because Archecore is just giving me tons and tons of stuff. Well, somebody mentioned, and again, remind me in the comments who it was. The same person who suggested Archecore, who really, I shouldn't say suggested it, I've seen it before, but really pushed me to get it, said, you know what I think might work with this scale is Mega Constructs figures. And look at this. This is a Mega Constructs a Mars kind of exhibition dude or something, and they look fantastic. Mega Constructs is like a Lego set. If you don't know, Lego line, it's a brick line, I should say. They're fantastic. They do a little bit more realism. This is their minifig compared to like a Lego minifig. It's a little bit more realistic looking. I really, really enjoy. There's people who just collect the figs because you get great like realistic sculpts. Their bodies are a bit out of proportion, but I'm cool with that. So their scale is almost more realistic, and you can see that the Space Marine type of dude is a bit taller. I would say if he was a Space Marine, he'd be like that, 9 foot tall. But I'm cool with him just being kind of a normal dude in armor. And I love this Mars line. He's got that cool data tab thing. He's like looking, so he could be there with the captain. Can I fit in there? He can be there. He killed the captain. There you go. He's on the shelf. Let's get this captain out here. He's too important. Check this out. Got a robot. I think that came with, what did that come with? I can't remember. Another Mars guy with his holding on to his helmet. So you can see here, you're really creating kind of an army. These guys are fantastic. They came with a biohazard type of unit. So they could be off the side. I want to show you this. So let's put the bunker here off to the side-ish. Let's put it behind for now. Now look at this. These are Mega Constructs, like oh, what do you call it? Like a transportation crate, whatever these are called. I'm always losing words. But you can do this. Now, one of them is missing the door there, but it's got the door in the front. And now you've got like a mobile office. So if you do that, you can kind of see the size works pretty darn well. Again, I don't know what the scale they're considering this to be or whatever. I know that Archecore is like 130 something. I don't know what Mega Construct says, unless they probably just have their own scale. Look at this. You got a couple of Halo guys. Might as well throw some Halo dudes in there. Here's a wicked, like a captain. He could be up here with the Archecore guy pointing out some stuff. You know, these guys actually need here. You know what? This guy needs to be down here. It's a captain dude. The chemical dudes need to be up there because they're, you know, studying death stuff. I don't know. You've got, like I said, Halo dudes. They could be your grunts. Even got a classic World War II guy. He could be in the back, out of time, wondering where the hell he's at. Look at this. You could throw in a little Daenerys Targaryen. Dang it, I get her name right. You know, if you didn't know who this figure was, if you didn't know this, the movie or whatever, or the show, I should say, you would think that was just kind of, that could be like a space captain kind of commander person, you know. She could be in the back telling them what to do. Got some more Halo people. Let's move these out of the way a little bit. So here they're having a meeting to discuss what's going on. There you go. Halo dudes. And it's mixing the IP, but you know what I like about it is if I had a 12-year-old kid, they would probably just, it doesn't matter that they're different IPs. You even got kind of a modern soldier. But I mean, the details on these little Mega Constructs. So what I'm suggesting is that these guys go great with Archecore. Now, you don't have to use the stands. The stands are kind of ugly. So they will stand on their own. Sometimes you have to just get them in the right position, but generally they stand on them. They have nice wide feet. So if you compare him standing next to him without the stand, you can see he does look quite a bit smaller. So that really feels accurate. It doesn't feel like this is a superhuman necessarily. It just feels like he's in armor. So here you go there. And if you want, you can even throw in all Tyrion Lannister's hanging out on the wall as he should be, drinking himself to death. So, and then if you want, throw in a little Ninja Turtle. Why not? A little Ninja Turtle up there helping him out. So I kept messing with this. I kept saying, what else would go with Archecore? Then I had to. I put this on my community page and my Instagram. I got probably my favorite model kit of all time, the little exosuit thing from 30 Minutes missions. I buy these, 4,000 at a time. No, I have like 7 of them. But because they're just such a fun, silly kit, I put the top half of the guy in there, and he's voting in the council here. So he's a mech. You can see how he would pose or work with next to Archecore. Heck, you got an egg thing here. This thing came with some kind of toy. It was some kind of Mega Constructs toy. And you could put that, you could use that in your, like your background. Let's check this out here. Got the roof. So this is one of them without. So you can see him going, he's out of it, and then he's sealed inside it. It's almost like his legs would be curled up. Again, if you haven't seen the review of this kit, if you haven't bought one of these kits, do so. It's such a fun little kit. It's so versatile. It's so agnostic as far as scale. Buy one of these. Now, this was something I was like, oh, this is just thrilling. I reviewed this. I'll put it again in the description if you want to check out the review on it. Let me make some room for them first, because I was like, they got to have their little Archecore mecha. Now, there are mecha, of course, you can buy for Archecore. There's huge mecha. But I was like, no, man, I'm going to throw this one in here as like a a Sentinel bot type thing. Is that not wicked? Now, this is a 160 scale guy, so there's the actual size or scale that these guys are. They're actually quite small, but if you look at it, minus that, compared to the Archecore dude, I don't know that he would sit in. He might be able to sit in. A normal human might, but this could totally be like a robot, like a like an AI-driven bot that fights alongside them. It's just, isn't that fantastic? So you could have all these different kind of toy lines that work with Archecore. I thought that was really, really, really fun and really, really worth it. And it makes me happy because you could do that as a nice little, I got my Amazon box in the background. I just noticed a nice little shelf display with these guys. A few tips about these guys, a few things that I've noticed that are kind of strange. If I pull the shoulder up a little bit, I don't know if they come apart. Again, if you know in the comments, let me know if you've taken these apart successfully. I don't want to risk it because they're not super fragile, but the arm here, this section of the arm, you can see it is meant to come up. So it's really, really tight. So what I've been doing is rotating the elbow out. Oh, is it a double elbow? I didn't notice. And then pushing from the bottom to get it to come up. The problem is that it's so tight, it really does feel like you're going to break it. And does it not go up? I think it does. I think it rotates up this way. You know, so the arm would be like this. It would go, you know, come up. So you're not just stuck to this plane. You could actually put it arm up. You see what I mean? But it's so freaking tight. You can actually see, I believe, the joint in there to allow it to go up, that I'm worried about breaking it. So somebody out there, let me know. They have great, you know, little crunch and all that stuff like that. They're super posable, super fun, and can do really, really neat things. Almost like a miniature action figure. Not probably as posable as some. Doesn't have like toes and stuff that individual, but you mean, tons of detail. Really, really fun. So you're really, if you find yourself hemming and hawing and saying, you know, I really want one of those packs, but I'm not sure the little figures are worth it. You know, these guys were on sale. There's 3 of them with a ton of weapons. I'd go for it. In fact, I might buy some more packs just to have, just to have a little army. I would like to have like 20 of these guys. And like I said, I've been wanting to get back into Warhammer. I don't feel like painting anymore like that, at least painting little figures. So that would be an amazing excuse to get back into Warhammer, to play with these bunkers, these intermixed, you know, IPs and figures and stuff. Use this guy as like as a dreadnought. I mean, it's just fantastic. So again, this is an Archecore review really, but it's more just to show that Archecore is just a fun system. Isn't that awesome? I love it. So anyway, have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.